Hello YouTube, this is Necrostevo and you're watching my EV tutorial for Black and White 2. Hope you're all having a good day. I just wanted to create this small little resource for you guys to kind of give you an idea of the areas that I use for hotspot EV training, where you can kind of go to an area and expect to see only the Pokemon that give you the EVs that you want for any given EV. If you guys are still playing Black and White, the first ones, of course, feel free to go check out my other EV tutorial. But for now, let's just go ahead and get started with this one. Now, I do really like some of the changes that they made with Black and White too. Um, just with many of the EV spots, I believe a lot of them at least retain the same things. The first one we're going to do here is HP EVs here on Route 8, right underneath the Moor of Osiris, or right outside of Osiris Town. But if you come over here and you surf on the dark patch of water here, just like before, you can encounter Stunfisk, but also you can encounter Palpitoad and Seismitoad in the dark water while you're surfing. Seismitoad, of course, will only appear on rippling water patches, but he gives 3 EV points for HP, whereas Stunfisk and Palpitoad, whom are much more common in the water, give 2 HP EVs. So, we just encountered Palpitoad here. Palpitoad and Stunfisk can both appear in the rippling water, so sometimes you'll encounter them from time to time. Seismitoad is relatively rare, but fortunately, no matter what season it is, no matter what part of that area you surf in, you're going to encounter something that it will give you some HP EVs. So if you make sure you equip the appropriate power item or things like that, you can make that HP EV for all your walls and things like that go up pretty quickly. Now, you'll notice that they are at level 53. You might want to raise the level of the Pokemon you're trying to EV up a little bit before attempting that, or you can always do the switch in, switch out strategy, which takes a little bit longer. But, there are plenty of places to level up in the game, and of course I'll be doing a level up tutorial as well. Next up on the list from HP, we have Attack, which we will actually fly right back over to the same town, Osiris City. And this time we're going to be going north from Osiris, and we're going to head over to the Dragon Spiral Tower. Now, you may remember from before the Dragon Spiral Tower being used if you wanted to fight Golett on the second floor. And now it's changed a little bit. Of course, Black and White 2 takes place 2 years after the events in Black and White. And so, naturally, the Pokemon in some areas have changed. Fortunately, though, if we go over to the Dragon Spiral Tower for our attack EVs, only Pokemon that give attack EVs will show up. Again, though, this is a post-Elite Four area, so the Pokemon levels in the wild are going to be a little bit higher than normal. But if you come into the Dragon Spiral Tower, you can find Golurk, Meanshao, and Druddigon, which all give 2 attack EVs, and they're all that you will encounter on the first floor. If you go to the second floor, you will only encounter Golurk. From what I kind of saw in the area, I tried to go to each area and battle quite a bit in each area just to make sure. But at the very least, you can be sure that you're only going to encounter Pokemon that give those EVs. And again, you can see level 55 Meanshao. That's not something you want to bring a level 1 Pokemon and hope to KO with. But switch in, switch out strategy, or even just going and leveling things up and then decreasing their EVs back down to neutral by using berries obtained from the Dream World or the Join Avenue shops, is of course, those are both viable methods to decrease your EVs back down to 0. And of course, if your Pokemon doesn't like you, that'll help them like you as well. So you can get 2 attack EVs from Meanshao, Druddigon, and Golurk when you're in the Dragon Spiral Tower. Our next location is a change that I really like that they made with Black and White. We're now going to fly up to the Pokemon League. And if you recall with Black and White 1, there was not a very good area to get defense EVs. You could go into the forest and then you would encounter Petalil and Tranquil, which gave you special attack and speed when you didn't really want to deal with that. Fortunately, now there's an area where you can only encounter Boldor, and of course Boldor each give 2 defense EVs. So that is great, and if, for example, I don't know, if you don't want to deal with, of course Boldor has the sturdy ability, if you don't want to deal with that, you can also go to the Clay Tunnel and encounter Durant, Onyx, who else is in there? Durant, Onyx, I think Steelix is in there in the clouds, Lairon, and Nose Pass are also in there, and I think all those guys are going to give 2 EVs in defense in the Clay Tunnel, except for Onyx, who only gives 1. Now, the downside is if you go in there, you're going to encounter other Pokemon like Woobat, which don't give defense EVs at all. But you don't really have to deal with Sturdy as much. If you come in here and encounter Boldor, you're going to encounter Sturdy every single time. Whereas in the Clay Tunnel, you're only going to encounter Sturdy if you fight up against, I think, Lairon can have it, Onyx and Steelix can have it, whereas the other ones aren't going to have it. So the Pokemon levels here are a little bit lower, but still they're pretty high. So be sure to keep that in mind when you're EV training low-level Pokemon. I really like the new animation for Psychic. It's much more wobbly, or wobbly is probably not the right word. It it looks like some type of mental strain is being put on the opponent. I don't know. It's kind of like when you get hit in the face. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten hit in the face. When I was young, I was hit in the face by a dodgeball, and I literally saw like purple stars and things flash before my eyes. So I'm guessing with Psychic, when your body is being moved against your will, you're going to encounter some effects like that, at least on your vision. So just to recap, if you come here to the Victory Road coming down from the Pokemon League, only in this one room, of course, you're only going to encounter Boldor. The downside is that they all have Sturdy, but they all give 2 defense EVs. And if you go to Clay Tunnel, you can encounter a variety of Pokemon that give defense EVs, but of course you're going to also run into things like Woobat and also Excadrill. If you encounter Excadrill in either of those 2 places in the Dust Clouds, he gives 2 attack EVs, I believe. So our next location is going to be for special special attack. I just finished with defense, so yeah, special attack makes sense to go to next. And for special attack, that location actually has remained the exact same, but I'm going to go over it just for completion's sake, in case you guys just for some reason didn't know. But we're going to fly over to Mistralton City and head north to the Celestial Tower. I will make a brief note here. It's wise to, when you come up here, to go over the little wooden bridge thing. You guys may have noticed in Black and White that there are a lot of trainers, specifically breeders, who will rebattle you if you walk in front of them after being in the area, after not being in the area for a long amount of time. Why did not mean to jump off right there? Don't get into battle, don't get into battle, yay. But one of those guys is that little guy in the red cap right there. He will battle you every time you pass him if you're just now coming into the zone after not being in the zone for a little while. Or I don't even think it has to be a little while. I think you can literally just come into the zone and, oh, maybe this chick wants to rebattle me as well. That's annoying too. She wants to do a triple battle. Alrighty then. I'm just going to probably speed this up and then I'll come right back to it. Alright, hold on just a second. Bye now. Okay, well, she is beaten, and now I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that this file that I downloaded hasn't beaten that chick right there either, because she wasn't beaten and I don't remember her asking to rebattle you. So I'm just going to skip over her by going up here and hopefully I don't get a battle. Good, good, good. Everything returns to the planet. But like I said before, the Celestial Tower actually is the same location for special attack EVs as it was in Black and White. You're just going to be in here defeating Litwick and LGM, excuse me, which both give a single special attack EV. If you go up to the top floor, you where the bell is, you run the small chance of encountering other Pokemon. But for the most part, Litwick and LGM are going to be the things that you encounter the majority of the time. If you stay here on the second floor, then you're only going to encounter Litwick. As far as I know, you may encounter Elgium. I don't think you can. And then on the third floor, there is a nurse. Litwick has the tendency to burn you, whether it be by Flame Body or Will-O-Wisp, especially if you're trying to KO them with a Pokemon that's not a very high level. Then they have a tendency to burn you, so be wary of that. Bring some burn hills so that you don't have to worry about it. Or utilize a nurse who's on the next floor up, I believe. Either way, though, a single special attack EV for beating Litwick or LGM. And that location fortunately stayed the same, so we're not breaking too much new ground here with that right there. But I can't use my bike and we're walking, and we're walking. We're getting vertigo from the awesome stairwell there. Alright, so special defense is actually another easy hotspot. So now we're going to fly over to... Oops, that's the bike. We're going to fly over... if this were Kiki's Olivia service, then we could use the bike for that. But flying over to Burbank City for our special defense is going to be particularly useful. I think this is... No, that's Songi Town. Here we go, Burbank. In Burbank City, if you surf there, you're only going to encounter Frillish and Jellicent. Jellicent, of course, is going to give you 2 special defense EVs, whereas Frillish only gives you 1. And so you can just surf in any of the aquatic areas down there, that whatever strikes your fancy, really. Um, I believe Jellicent actually only appears in the little rippling water spots, and you can also surf for them, but then you might also encounter other Pokemon, so just be wary of that, I believe. Okay, I guess I can't surf right there. That's fine. I'll just come on the other side then. That's no problem. It's no problem, chick. You can hang out there. I'm not gonna bother you. Okay, can't do that right there either. Anyways, once I find the spot to go down and surf at, then I can show you guys what I'm talking about. If you guys are wondering, of course, I was playing through Black 2 on my R4, but I have not beaten the Elite Four on it yet, so then I just went and downloaded someone else's SAV file so that I could at least just do the EV training guide for you, because I figured that's kind of important, so, it's a resource for whatever it's worth. Okay, well, I cannot figure out how to get down there at present, so I'm going to pause the recording once again, figure it out, and then you guys can see. Alright, bye. Alright, so here we are. If you go down the stairs that are located right over there, then you can, of course, to show you exactly what I was talking about. If you go down the stairs located right here, that's why I didn't remember for some reason. But then you can just come over here, surf for wonderful Frillish. Oh my gosh, what is the right button for the prompt to surf? There we go. Found it. Goldine, get in the water. You're not yet a Sea King. There are no reasons to yell expletives with your name following them. Frillish, please appear quickly, lest I appear to not be a man of my word. Alright, Frillish. So, Frillish, of course, 1 special defense EV. Jellicent gives 2 special defense EVs, but I believe that they can only be encountered on the rippling water spots. Fortunately, in this area, Frillish are actually pretty low level, so if you have a wall that you're trying to train, it's pretty easy to get started with Frillish. If you just want to get special defense out of the way or anything like that. But 1 quick little energy ball here will finish Frillish off. And I believe that they're the only things that you can encounter there. So that's always great. And then the last EV that we have left, of course, is Speed, which that one is just as easy as it was back in Black and White. So we're now going to fly over to Aspertia, and I will show you guys where to surf to encounter only Basculin. So Rainbow, fly like an eagle over to Aspertia City, please. And we'll be wrapping this up right after that. While I'm flying over there, I hope you guys have found this somewhat useful. I'm going to go back when I'm editing this and put all the annotations for everything as text as well. I've been a little bit slow getting videos out just because my computer has been doing quite awfully lately. Yeah, that's kind of why that has been how it has been. But hopefully, I can make a little bit of money with the new jobs I have and try to pick up a new computer on the cheap during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Anyways, though, this little patch of water here in Aspertia, only Basculin appear here, and they're at low level. And of course, Basculin gives. You can even go on the little. Well, I tried to go in it. You can even go on the little rippling water spots and encounter red stripe, or if you're in white version, red stripe will be in there. If you're in black version, blue stripe will be in the little ripple. But they give you two speed EVs for each one that you defeat. So once again, they're relatively low level, so they're a great Pokemon to start off with. So if you guys have any questions about other EVing spots, please just feel free to post them in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Look forward to a breeding video that I'm going to try to put together, which is just talking about how the breeding mechanics have changed a little bit in Black and White too. And I might even do a video where I just go and EV a Pokemon to show you guys how little time it can take if you guys just have a little bit of patience and know exactly where to go. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Bye now.